Every new Minecraft update brings in a plethora of new features, bringing in old and new players to the game. 1.17 is no different, and today I wanted to share with you some of my favorite things about the update. Let's get into it. Being a builder in Minecraft, one of the hardest things we have to do is light our builds without it looking weird or lopsided. It's always nice when a new update brings around features that make this easier in new styles and ways. 1.16 brought us the Soul Lantern, which is a sequel to my favorite block of all time, the Lantern. Both of these blocks are incredibly versatile and can be hung directly from blocks or placed on the ground. 1.17 continues this trend by adding in the Candle. The candle can be placed in configurations of up to 4, similar to the way sea pickles work. It can be lit with a Flint and Steel and gives off a lighting effect around it. 1.17 also added the glowing item frame. This allows you to display all of your items in glowing glory while giving it a beautiful effect. When a new mob gets added to Minecraft, it's always a huge occasion with everybody trying to predict what it'll be or what it'll do. 1.17 brought us 2 new mobs, the Axolotl and the Glow Squid. The Glow Squid is just a new variant of the squid that glows underwater and can give you different types of ink sacs to craft new materials. It was voted on in an election based on the community's thoughts. The Axolotl, on the other hand, is much more interesting. When you release the Axolotl into the water, it'll attack other mobs around it. It's passive to players, but will kill many other mobs in the vicinity. You can see it here attacking this Glow Squid. They come in different colors, allowing you to pick which Axolotl you prefer and store it with you. New ores in Minecraft are far and few between. Whenever one gets added, players rejoice to see that there's new things that they can go to mine to use and build new structures. 1.17 adds copper, a new unique block that can have many different forms as time goes on. Copper starts out in its normal orange bronzy color and slowly weathers to the common cyan color many of you know it as. Copper can also be used to craft lightning rods, which will redirect lightning in the sky to this point to protect your wooden structures and other builds. One thing I've always struggled with in Minecraft is landscaping my builds. I'll build this wonderful little house and want to add a garden to it, but it almost always looks unfinished and messy. 1.17 helps with this by adding new plant blocks that we can use to landscape. 1.17 adds in the new moss block, small drip leaf, big drip leaf, hanging roots, and my personal favorite, the flowering azalea. These blocks can be used to detail your builds and add new, cool landscaping ideas to your roster. The moss block can be bone meal to turn other blocks around it into moss and moss carpet blocks. This will add an area of lush greenery wherever you use it. Small drip leaves are similar to the big drip leaf. However, the main difference is that the big drip leaf can be stood on, and it's got one large leaf rather than many small ones. They can be used in different scenarios. I personally prefer this one, but it's up to you. The flowering azalea is a beautiful bush plant. It can also be bone mealed to turn into a tree with many little sprouts on it. The hanging roots can be hung from stone in caves, and they can add a nice detail if you're building a base underground. In Minecraft, stone is one of the most common building materials around. It helps you get started right off the bat, but it's often overlooked as the incredible building material that it actually is. When 1.16 added blackstone, I was absolutely ecstatic. This block is incredible, and it's currently one of my favorite palettes to use, along with basalt and spruce logs. 1.17 continues this trend by adding cobbled deepslate, polished deepslate bricks, and many others. It's a new palette that we can use for our Minecraft builds, kind of bridging the gap between blackstone and cobblestone, being a much darker gray than cobble, but still not quite black.
You thought you could stop me? I am the GOAT, the ultimate Minecraft mob. Can't just leave me out of your video. For your treachery against me you shall pay with the ultimate punishment. Ah ha 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 ha.